everybody, Samwise Raridan, community herbalist here, and today we're hanging out with my good friend Dandelion. So we got some dandelion leaf, really nice and deeply toothed and lobed, which reminds me of another name for this, dientes de leon, teeth of the lion, so nice and like kind of tooth-like there. It's beautiful. They're tender. They're a little bit soft and smooth. We got some really beautiful yellow flowers here. That one's kind of on its way out, but so vibrant and beautiful. Even got a little bud of the flower getting ready to pop. And then we even have the seed pod. So beautiful, so magical. Really glad that we get to see a seed pod today of dandelion. And dandelion is a plant that is our herb of the month. It's dandelion, and I'm also taking dandelion a lot, so I'm thinking about dandelion a lot, and it's just like a really awesome liver support plant, and the liver is connected to a bunch of other systems in our body. So I'm taking it to support my hormonal health, because like when I'm supporting the liver and helping to detox hormones and fats and things, because hormones are fat-based, and releasing all of that I don't need, that's helping my hormonal cycle regulate out a little bit more. And it's also helping my digestion a lot, because dandelion is a bitter, so if you were to, in a plant that was maybe not right on the path where maybe lots of dogs like to pee and leave their poop, I would nibble a little bit on the leaf and it would be really bitter. Which is a flavor that stimulates all of our digestive juices getting ready to prime to absorb nutrients. And so dandelion is also a really great coalagogue, which is like support for the gallbladder, which is stimulating bile, like stimulating all of the acids and salts that are needed to break down fat in our body. So it's helping break down stuff that might be hard to digest. It's helping move everything along, so it's like a gentle stimulant, a gentle laxative. And yeah, it's helping with like constipation and just like generally helping the body release release what it doesn't need anymore. And yeah, that's really big in our culture that has like a lot of toxicity built up and like just a lot of stuff that gets stagnant and stuck in our bodies. So I've been drinking dandelion tea every morning as a way to help release some of that stuckness, and release some of what's been pent up. And another thing that dandelion is good for, especially like in kind of what's feeling like spring, it is February, it feels like spring, so here we are talking about the feelings of spring, which in some traditions, including traditional Chinese medicine, spring is about the emotion of anger, and dandelion is a liver plant and it helps release the feelings of anger. So what I'm noticing with dandelion is the more that I take it and the more that I'm like helping release things in my body I don't need anymore, the more like really old stuck emotions like anger, like really, really deep hurt, like from childhood, are coming up and moving around and getting expressed and releasing and seeing the light of day that they haven't seen for a long time. And I'm getting able to have that feeling of like being cleansed in that way. So yeah, as a plant, like kind of on a more energetic level, dandelion is really about like surviving. Like it will grow in waste areas, it will grow in like the cracks in the sidewalk, like right there. Do you want to give a little shout out to sidewalk crack dandelion? Yeah. It's super hardy, it's very accessible. Like on our walk today, we were like, all right, let's find some dandelion, and we got like 3 feet out the door and we're like, there's some. And yeah, on an energetic spiritual level, it's also helpful for like folks who feel like overly tense in their bodies, especially like in their upper bodies. I know for me, I hold a lot of stress and tension in my shoulders and in my neck. I get like neck spasms sometimes when I'm really stressed out, which coincidentally, sorry, dandelion puff, can be a sign of liver stagnation. So when you got like a lot of like tenseness in your shoulders, that could be a sign that that your liver is all kind of gummed up from years of maybe taking in stuff that's not great for it, or that's just the way that it is. And so that tension can be eased by the flower essence or the physical plant, like a couple of drops of the tincture, to help release some of that tension and get more in touch with the emotions that we have, and like the feelings that we have and the needs that our body has. Kind of like when you are on a healing path and you're like, okay, yeah, this feels good for me, I'm releasing that, like this is what I really need to be doing for myself at this time. So Dandelion's a good friend for that. What else? So yeah, we have this cool quote about Dandelion from this doctor in 1843 whose name is Geo Collier, and this quote is from The Lancet, which is like a medical journal. And it says, "The great objection to dandelion's use will be that it costs nothing and may be used by everyone without pharmaceutical mystery or expense." So basically saying the problem with it is that it's really accessible and great. Yeah. So I think that's it for Dandelion. We're going to talk a lot more about Dandelion coming up on the next episode of Herb at the End of the World. Me and my partner Seed are going to be digging deep with our Dandelion stories and talking about its beauty and some of its other uses, and yeah, some ways that we can use Dandelion in our life, and celebrate it for being the beautiful, awesome, common support that it is. So make sure to check that out. That's going to be released sometime next week. And yeah, if you like this video, we're going to be making once a month, Herb of the Month videos as a part of my Patreon. So yeah, if you're seeing this, you're probably on the Patreon. If you're not, and just on YouTube regular, go ahead and like and share this video. And I'm excited to share more about plants. We're also going to be doing a series about runes, like a rune of the month, so for folks who are interested in divination, as well as a kids series on medicine making, like basic medicine making, and some meditation practices that can help us stay connected to ourselves and our needs in this time. So yeah, and with that, I am so excited to thank all of my patrons who have been supporting my work and helping to create this abundance. So I want to thank them, and we're going to start alphabetically with Adrian Wilson, Anna Fratellillo, Anna Weaker and Lowe, Bonnie Rose Weaver, Deborah Spangler, Ellie Minkin, Emily Rose Harger, Felix Pop, Gaia Essenstein, Gloria Park, Nat, no last name, Karen Ram, Melissa Moldovan, Monica Lacerda, Natalia Carballo, Rose Rothfeder, Sanura Dewa, Seed Meyer Minkin, Serafina Cohen, SM Cranston, and my mom, Susan Raridan. So thank you so much to all of my patrons. I'm really excited to be crafting this learning space with all y'all and be giving and receiving herbal and magical knowledge and wisdom. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.